Assalamu alaikum to all dear students. I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So this is your computer lesson, and today we are going to learn about different components of Microsoft Excel. So as you all know that we have done with Microsoft PowerPoint and now we are going to start with Microsoft Excel. So as you all know that Excel is basically used if you want to create or make spreadsheets related to your calculations. If you are using your maths data, then you can use Microsoft Excel. So let's start without wasting any time. So I'm just going to click on the start button. Now here you can also type Excel, EXCEL, or you can search it from near all programs, Microsoft Office, and then click on Microsoft Office Excel 2007. So I'm just going to click on this, and as you can see the window will appear on my screen. So this is basically Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is basically used if you want to create spreadsheets, if you want to calculate your mathematical formulas, then you can use it very well. Okay, so today in this lesson we are going to learn the basic components of Microsoft Excel. The components means what are the basic elements and what is the interface of Microsoft Excel. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now Albina, tell me what is the first component. For example, what is the use of this button? This is Office button. So now what is the use of Office button? Yes, tell me what is the use of Office button? Right, Office button is basically used if you want to give your basic commands. For example, if I will click on this, so as you can see there is a command of new, open, save, save as, if you want to save your file with new location, or if you want to change the name, then you can click on this option of save as. Print, if you want to print your spreadsheet, and then at the end you have also more options related to Excel. We will also study this. So first of all I'm just going to click on this option of new. So what will happen if I will click on this option of new? Yes, Zukruf, tell me what is the use of new? Right, new is basically used if you want to take a new page. It's similar in Microsoft Word. If we want to take a new page, then we click on this option of new. So now open, what is the use of open? Yes, Abdullah, tell me what is the use of open command? Right, so we also have a shortcut key of Control O. So what will happen with the open? It will open your previously stored files. Like if you have done your with previously stored files, then you can open it. What is the difference between save and save? Abu Bakar, what is the difference between save and save as? Right, save is basically used if you want to save your file, and save as is basically used if you want to save it on a new location. If you want to change the location, or if you want to change your file name, then you can click on this option of save as. So now let's see. Okay, the next important component is your title bar. So as you can see on your top of your document, top of your Microsoft Excel sheet, there is a bar with the button of cross. Maximize, what will maximize do? Right, it will make your, it will resize your worksheet. Like if I will click on this option, so you can change your size and adjust to your screen. So the next option is your minimize. So minimize is basically used if you want to like restore or store it on your taskbar, and if you want to open some other file, and if you want to do some other work, then you can use it. And then you can again click on this your taskbar icon of Microsoft Excel, and then you can use it. Now basically this whole bar is known as your title bar. So what is the name of this bar? This is known as your title bar. So title bar is basically used if you want to insert the title of your document, if you want to change or type the title of your sheet, it will appear on your top of your bar. So let me change the title of my page. Okay, right now the title is book 1. As you can see here, book 1. So if I will click on this option of save, I will save it on my desktop and I will save it to computer class, and I will click on save. So as you can see, the title of my sheet is changed. Okay, as you can see, computer class. So now this whole bar on your top of your window is known as your title bar, where you can put your title of your sheet. Okay, as you can see, there is also a bar. This bar is basically, what is the name of this bar? Yes, Fatma, tell me, what is the name of this bar where we have around about 2 or 3 icons? So what is the name of this bar? Right, this bar is basically known as quick access toolbar. Now what is the use of quick access toolbar? Fatima, tell me, what is the use of quick access toolbar? Right, quick access toolbar is basically used if you want to insert your features or icons in this bar, so that you don't have to find it on your different tabs. Like for example, here I have an option of new comment. I will right click, and as you can see, this option of add to quick access toolbar. When I will click on this option, it will automatically add in your quick access toolbar. So basically, quick access toolbar is used if you want to insert your different icons on this bar, and you can use it whenever you want, so that you don't have to search it from different tabs, where is that icon. And if you are in hurry, then you can simply use your icon from this quick access toolbar, as it is also clear from the name quick access toolbar, जिसे आप जल्दी में यूज़ करना चाह रहे हैं. सो आप उन आइकन्स को इस टैब में इजीली, इस बार में इजीली प्लेस कर सकते हैं. Now as you can see, we have different tabs: home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review and view. So this all bar is known as your menu bar. This bar is known as your menu bar. So menu bar is basically used if you want to use different functions, then you can use this bar. So basically, this whole blue area on your screen is known as, what we can call it, Abdul Rahman? What we can call all this area, all this blue area? Right, this is known as your ribbon bar. So ribbon bar is basically contains all your features, all your icons, all your commands. Okay, so now let's move to your next topic, that is your scroll bars. So as you can see, there are some vertical bars. As you can see, there is one vertical bar and there is one horizontal bar. So now what is the use of these bars? Minahil, can you tell me what is the use of these bars? Ayan, can you tell me? Right, these bars are basically used if you want to move your page right or left, and this vertical bar is known as your, if you want to move your page up and down. So basically we have 2 scroll bars. The first one is your vertical scroll bar and the next one is your horizontal scroll bar. So this is known as your vertical scroll bar and this is known as your horizontal scroll bar. And then we have a new bar at your bottom of your document. This bar, as you can see, this is written here ready, or there is also a symbol of zoom in and zoom out. So basically this tab is known as your status bar. So status bar is showing, like, it represents how many words you have typed, what is the current topic of your document. For example, as you can see, if I type here 50 and I type here 50, so as you can type in multiple cells and it will show here, but if you are using in Microsoft Word, it will show how many words, how many symbols and how many sentences you have typed and how many pages right now you are using. But here we can also find this option of zoom in and zoom out. अगर आप Microsoft Word यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो उसमें आपको एक ऑप्शन मिलेगी, आप जितने भी वर्ड्स टाइप कर रहे हैं उसकी आपको नीचे कमांड या नंबर ऑफ words, number of sentences मिल रहे होंगे. For example, let me type here. I will in Microsoft Word I will type here, this is my class. So as you can see, I have typed 4 words. This one is 2, my 3, and class is 4. So I have typed 4 words, and right now I am typing on line 1. When I will click on this option of, so as you can see, it is automatically converted into line 2, and right now I am working off page 1. But these options will not appear in Microsoft Excel. So because here we are working with numbers, with symbols, so there is no need of counting sentences or counting words. Okay, now the next option is your last bar. So your this last bar is known as your, what is the name of this bar? What is the name of your this bar? So this bar is basically known as your task bar. This bar is known as your task bar. So we have some commands on this bar. So basically this bar is known as your task bar. Okay, so I hope this lesson is clear to all the class. We have read some components of Microsoft Excel. The first one was Microsoft Office button. We have some commands, you have to use it step by step. Then we have studied about the title bar. So title bar is one of the your top bar of your window where we can save your file, and it will appear on your top of your document. Then we have quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar is used if you want to place some icons on this tab, and it will automatically, you can automatically use whenever you want, so that you don't have to find it in different tabs. Then we have a tab menu bar where we have different tabs related to different functions. As like in home we have different features related to your home, copy, paste, cut, etc. You can make your font size bigger or smaller. And then you have insert, where you can insert different charts, different bar graphs, different shapes and pictures, etc. We will study these tabs step by step in next lesson. Then we have studies about these 2 bars. This one is known as your vertical scroll bar, and this is known as your horizontal scroll bar. These 2 tabs or bars are used to move your page up and down or right or left. Then we have at the bottom of your window is your status bar. So status bar is showing basically your zoom in and zoom out. If you want to make your worksheet larger, then you can click on this option of zoom in, and if you want to make it smaller, then you can click on this option of zoom out. Okay, so now let's see how we can insert data in Microsoft Excel. So for entering data, you must remember there are some tools that we should remember. So first of all, as you can see this vertical, as you can see here some letters A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. So these are known as your columns because all these lines are in the form of vertical. So these all things are known as, these all bars are known as your columns. So when I will ask you to click on this, then you have to click on your column, like column H, column E, column D, and then here we have what are the we can say it to them. Yes, these are known as your rows. So these all are known as your rows. So as we see, we have a lot of rows here where we can insert our data. So this is row number 8, row number 10, row number 13, etc. So now let's see when you will click on this cell, so how you can enter data. So as you can see, with the combination of column and row, there will be a cell. So a cell will appear from the combination of row and column. So let's see, let me enter a data. Let me type 50 or 60 and 30. You can use your arrow keys if you want to move up, down, right and left. You don't need always mouse to work with Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Word. Try to use your mouse if you are using or whatever you are doing, try to use only your keyboard. Okay, so as you can see, I have typed here, and right now which cell is selected? Yes, Zukrof, right now which cell is selected? Right now G4 is selected, because we have to identify the address of that cell. We have to identify the address of the cell. So as you can see, when I will click on this option, so the column letter which is highlighted right now is H, and the row number which is highlighted, that is 9. So what will be the cell address? Right, the cell address will be H9. As you can see here, it is already written here, H9, and we call this area as name box. We call this area as name box, where all the cells address will be shown. This area is known as name box. As you can see, it is already written here, name box. Okay, now let me write here, let me type 2 or 3 numbers. So what you have to do, whenever you have to calculate something with your numbers, you have to insert your full stop. Okay, sorry, you have to insert the sign of your equal. So I am typing equal sign. So as you can see, it will also appear on this tab. Okay, so whenever you are writing, it will show here, and the address will show here. So let me sum these numbers. First of all, I will click on this option of, let me write with cell address. So now what is the cell address of this 60? That is E4. So I will write here E4. The next one is your plus. So now what is the cell address of 30? That is F4. Plus, again insert the symbol of plus, and then type 34. What is the cell address of 34 now? That is G4. Press enter. So as you can see, your data will automatically calculated. So what you have to do, you just have to write the correct cell address. If you are choosing some wrong cell address, then definitely your answer will be incorrect. Suppose if I will write here J4. So as you can see, there is no value in J4, and it automatically adds nothing with J4. So I hope this is clear to all the class, how we can use Microsoft Excel and how we can insert that data. Okay, now let's see, we also have the option of how we can, let's suppose I have written here 30, 34, 94. Now what I can do, like if I want to insert a new column, how I can insert? Like I want to add something here, then what I should do? Should I erase all the next data and then I have to type it again? No. So there is an option of add column. I will click on this option of add column. I will right click. As you can see, the option of insert. I will click on this option, and as you can see, the column is automatically inserted. Okay. Similarly, if you want to add a new row, let me type some data here, and I want to type a new row. I will click on this option. I will click on this option of insert, and as you can see, automatically a new row will be inserted. Similarly, if you want to delete your whole column or whole row, then what you can do, just click on your column, right click on column letter, and then click on your option of delete. So as you can see, it will automatically delete it. Any number, and we can calculate according to the desired formula. So as you all know that I have right here the addition formula. You can also use any other symbol, like if you are using multiplication, then you can use the symbol of multiply, subtraction, division, or whatever formula you are using. So in next lesson we will learn how we can use different formulas and how we can calculate it accordingly. So let me ask a question from all of you, that can we highlight or can we apply colors to the worksheet? Is it possible? Right. So this is also possible to represent your work in color. We can use it. So let me select this from all cells. I have clicked on this option of all cells. Click on this option of cell style. So as you can see, your cell is converted into different styles. You can choose any option from this. Like if you want to highlight in different colors, then you can use it. If you want it in black, then you can also use it. Let me use this one right now. Okay. So as you can see, now my all the cells are converted into some colors. Okay, let me change the color. Can we select some columns or some cells right now for selection, or some apply some colors? Can we do this? Right. So we can also apply some colors. Like I will click on this, I will select all the cells, and then I will click on this option of cell styles. I will apply some colors. Okay. So basically we can apply it to the all worksheet, to all the cells, and we can also apply to some selected cells. Okay, so I hope this lesson is clear to all the class, and if you have any kind of difficulty, you can ask me in WhatsApp or in Google Classroom. So simply what you have to do in today's lesson, you just have to watch this video complete, and then you have to write all the basic components of Microsoft Excel. That is your office button, that is your title bar, ribbon bar, quick access toolbar, status bar, and then your horizontal or vertical scroll bars, then your columns, these are known as your columns, then your cells, then your rows, and what is cell. Then you have to write all these components in the file of Microsoft Word. Then you have to explain these components in one line or in two lines. Then you have to send that file to me. So this is not a difficult task. You just have to remember all these components, watch the video and clear your concept.